Hello and welcome to Grind Slime TV with me, your host Aaron. And today we're heading over to the land of Austria, which is the land of Lederhosen, probably. I don't know. But we're going to be taking a look at one of their best offers, Belphegor. Double dipping it too, because this is two albums that, oh yeah, got this little double disc of beauty. Came over Nuclear Blast back in 2016. It's got their 2006 album, Pestapokalypse VI, and their 7th album, Bondage Goat Zombie. Now, got on the back there, look, a little bit of fanciness, and I thought that'd be pretty cool, you know, after that week's parole. They put me on the old probation. I thought, you know, I've got to make up for some time, ain't I? So this works as a good one, because it's a doubler, a double up. There's Pestapokalypse VI in there, arguably the best album of the two. This was the last album to feature Sigurd on lead guitar. Savage artwork. Look at that. Oh yeah, proper naughty. So look at this. Look, there's one of them. Look, Elmeth, nips and all. Oh yes, oh yes. Looking very heterosexual indeed. Got a load of lyrics in here as well, which is always cool. Some of it's in English, a lot of it's in German, a lot of it's also in Latin, and I don't know, maybe some ancient Greek in there as well. I don't know. I'm not an expert. There's Sigurd. There is it. Last time posing for one of his albums. Oh, I don't think he's done anything since. So nice artwork throughout, which is what we like. Nice big logo there. Look, I always liked Belphegor's logo. I always thought that was really cool. Now, if you're into like these bands collectively, right? So bands are like Morbid Angel, Dark Funeral, Marduk, Immolation, Immortal, you know, that kind of like mix of death and death and black metal. You know, sort of like demigod era of Behemoth. You know, that sort of thing going on. Got a little pig man there as well. Look, got all the farm animals in this bastard. But yeah, so this is essentially their best. Like I said, the best of the two. I think it's a lot darker. It's heavier. The melodies in it are a lot more fitting. But that's not to take anything away from Bondage Goat Zombie. That's also a really, really good record. I'm one of those people. I don't own everything that Baphomet have put out, not even close, but everything I have heard by them I've very much enjoyed, so I'm happily buying more Belphegor records ASAP, I suppose. You know, with my others, bit more raunchy in this one. This is the one where Serpent joined, and he's been in the band ever since. This one's definitely a bit raunchier. Oh, got a little bit boaty there, look. Yep, all that going on. You know. So we look at sadomasochism to the max, look. And it's not to say they took a new direction or anything, because their lyrics have always been very sexual, you know, very black magic, orgiastic kind of, you know, blasphemy and stuff like that. All the fun stuff. And look at that, look. Bit of Bobby. What will YouTube say? You know, look, the art's not quite as good in this one. I mean, some of it looks a bit, I don't know, weird. Feeling horny. I slay me, I really do. But, you know, it's still a really good album. I enjoy it. It's never a time I listen to it and think, oh, this is a bit crap. Though I will say, there's one track on here. Which one was it? I can't remember. I'm terrible at these sorts of things. But on the Bondage Goat Zombie album, there's a sort of Gregorian chant going on. It sounds awesome, but a few of the lines sound like their first takes, and they sort of jumble a bit. It's like, okay. But for the most part, really, really cool album. I just prefer Pestapokalypse VI, because like I said, it's a lot heavier, it's a lot darker. I think it balances, it's more balanced, you know, between death metal and black metal. Like Bondage Goat Zombie is definitely a death metal album. The black metal stuff is in there for sure. Like don't think they slept on it. But I feel like Bondage Goat Zombie is more of a maybe 60-40, 65-35 split death metal in favour against black metal, whereas Pestapokalypse feels very 50-50. You know, it's blended really well. Compositions are really clever, and I really like how some of the songs, because they're always about dark topics as well, like all that earlier stuff, but also stuff like the plague and like things like that. So very naughty kind of, you know, they bring some history into it. It's all very bleak and grim, as I'm sure you can imagine. But they sort of put these really melodic sort of riffs in, which sound tragic, but at the same time, like there's like a little glimmer of hope in them. So you're like, oh, you know, you sort of feel this urge in you sort of rise up, like, yeah, we're getting through this, and then oh, shit, it's the fan real quick. But no, absolutely fantastic records. Definitely worth getting hold of. This little word double pack. This came out in 2016, I believe I said, yeah, and I think I got it like a couple of years after that. So I saw it on Amazon, of all places, going like brand new, like Prime, next day delivery, all that lot. For it was like $9.99, and I was like, fucking having that. That's happening. So though I was aware of Belphegor and heard some of their stuff, this wasn't until I got this that I really thought, like, oh, okay, yeah, this is a really good band. And I've got their Conjuring the Dead as well around here somewhere. I did have a few of their other albums, but on CDR. And you know, when it's CDR, you don't take as much care of them as you do everything else, or you give them to mates or whatever, and just, or you throw them out, you know, whatever it is. But no, it's still some cool stuff, man. I still have like a lot of the older like demos on there and stuff. They were cool. Heard no more, which is fine. But yes, Bondage Goat Zombie, Pestapokalypse VI, double pack by Belphegor. Or buy them separately. They're both on Spotify as well and YouTube and all that lot. Because, you know, being Nuclear Blast, they'll be on all the streaming sites. And if they're not on there, then that streaming site's shit, mate. I don't know what to tell you. Your life is falling apart. So support the scene, particularly your local one, all the underground, all that lot. God, I'm really hot today. Didn't sleep well either. As you can probably tell, I'm all over the place. So, yeah, take care, innit? Oh yeah, and Belphegor had a new song come out today, incidentally, as well. It's pretty good. Very slow, sort of 6.5 minutes long. As one of them more atmospheric ones. But I dug it. Thought the video was cool. And yeah, go check that out on YouTube, I suppose. Or Spotify, like I did.